Hello, we're doing 99 to 04 high steer. These are some old arms. Company here in Michigan made those. There's several others out there that are very similar today. But at any rate, we have a single-ended ram, and we are hooking up our high steer arms and adding some support here. I got this one done yesterday, just kind of proof of concept in it, and I'll show you how I did it on this one. So this is just bolted on. The knuckle is already machined. Obviously got to do some cleanup on this, right? So the tricky part is they're not parallel, right? Okay, so I got this set up in the old Bridgeport. It's been an updated 1972 Bridgeport. It does have chrome ways, which were added, and an updated variable drive head. I just recently put on VFD. Disregard the wiring, that's getting changed. But at any rate, so what I did is I indicated my vise in here, and I grabbed the factory tie rod end, parallel surface, clamp that in, indicated off the back of the vise and on the top of the arm, and then just put a little stabilizer Joe block set up there. This is something, if you're making stuff for your shop, very handy to have, even for fabricating. It could be any piece of steel. If you're lucky enough to get something where you can machine the bottom, that's even better. And then just tap a 1/2-13 hole in it, or 3/8, or whatever you're working with. I use 1/2-13. And then just use a bolt on the top, and then you can adjust it, and it works fantastic. So I got that set up in there, set my tie downs up, clamped it down rock solid, and used a rougher on that. Now we're gonna pop it back out of the vise and put my mark into here for my drilling, and then I'm gonna set up my sign plate, which I'm not very proficient with sign plates, but I'm going to use it. What's a sign vise? Sorry. I'm going to use it, maybe unorthodox, but I'm going to use it for what I'm doing. So anyway, I'll be right back. All right, this is a misalignment spacer, 5/8 flat. This is a transfer punch. If you're not familiar with them, they're just for a layout tool. They're coming all the sizes, and it just kind of lines up so you can line up your hole. I got a 5/8 hole in the top, so I'm going to do this. And this is a little archaic maybe, but I'm going to hold this 2 alignment spacers. I got another one up here to keep it parallel, and then I'm going to that drops my transfer punch. My transfer punch is not long enough, so I got another piece of 5/8 ground rod stuck in the other side, so it's all capturing. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. I mean, it gets me much better than probably trying to line this up without anything like this, right? So you get my punches down in there. So we're gonna line that up and over, and of course, I don't have a hammer. Piece of chromoly, ready? Okay, so I'm using a sign vise because I need to get this flattened out here where I'm drilling. So another little trick you can do is, I don't have this like tight, but you want to just gently snug it. I didn't machine these arms. These are clearly not parallel because I'm biting really good right here and here, and it's loose. So what you do, simple piece of paper, and back this off. Pull this back. I'm going to drop that paper in there. And what's going to happen is the paper is going to crush and take up the difference. Sometimes you got to use a little thicker paper. Sometimes that's enough. And you know, it's just finger tight, and it does lift a little bit, but I got some pretty good pressure. But if I simply give it a little tight, it's good. Now I'm gonna set the angle. I am not going to get too carried away. Basically, all I'm gonna do is use a digital angle finder off the vise, zero it, throw it up on the flat, zero it, and then call it good. Magnetic little indicator, zeroed it out on the vise. The mill's not level, it doesn't matter. Clean it off. I'm gonna throw it on here and simply just rock this up until I get my zero. Basically, I just keep bumping that. After you do this a few times, you, even though that little dimple from the center punch is small, you feel it in the quill when you're going up and down, and you kind of roll it in the hole. Back to low gear. Now I gotta drop it down. So it's a 5/8 which is 1730 seconds. Find that bit. Be right back. Okay, so here's the arm top side. Check that out. I needed a little misalignment because when the rod end was flush flat on here, no bueno. So I machined misalignment into the arm. So far so good. Pretty happy with it. Typical, hang on a minute, let me overthink this.